Hi, I'm Skilla, and this is Nerd Stuff with Skilla, the very first episode, actually. I just finished watching Twin Peaks: The Return. I've been a fan of this show since as long as I can remember. My dad was a big fan of it when it first came on, and as soon as it was available to, watch again, he always had it, and I watched it a bunch of times when I was a kid. And I just rewatched it again recently, and then watched every episode of The Return as it came out, pretty much. Now, I just finished watching the last two episodes. I thought there was 24 episodes in the season, but there was only 18, which I'm pretty sad about, because I thought I had another 6 weeks of Twin Peaks coming at me, but there are not. They just had a finale that was 2 hours long, essentially split up into 2 episodes. I believe this final season was meant to be viewed as one gigantic long movie, which, sounds amazing. I haven't watched it all through episode after episode after episode. It was crazy. So needless to say, spoilers ahead, and I just kind of wanted to unwind about this and talk about all of the crazy stuff that happened this season. We got so much Lynchian, craziness in this season, more so than the original series ever was allowed to, because it wasn't on, a premium channel. The original series was groundbreaking in and of itself, but this season was insanity. There were several episodes where, I just didn't really want to go to sleep afterwards. They were so crazy and experimental, I guess. I just have a couple of thoughts on it. He hints that there's probably some sort of time thing going on at the very end, because Cooper's last words are, "What year is this?" Laura, of course, has her crazy shriek that she has at the very end, that infamous horrifying scream that she does several times throughout the series. She does at the very end of this season, and that is the end of it. In the middle of the night, thinking that they're at her mother's house, and they're not, and then she just screams. My thoughts are, could the Laura that died, all wrapped up in plastic, could that have been her cousin, maybe? And then Laura was pretending to be her cousin in the previous season, and then poofs away or something? Is that possible? She seemed like she genuinely didn't have any memories of being Laura Palmer, but it really leads you to believe that she's probably Laura Palmer. So, if Coop found Laura Palmer again in a different time, is that because maybe when they're in the other place, they sent her back to a different time? They're their little orbs that they shoot them back into history with? Because we had, what was her name? Madame Ditto, I think was her name, who looks like a lady from the 20s. Maybe that was a hint at some sort of time manipulation? I'm not sure. There are a lot of plot lines in this season that I would have loved to have seen shored up. Clearly. I think that we can all agree on that. Anybody who watched this season all the way through, even though it's very much in his style to not really wrap things up in a neat little box and put a bow on top, I think that we all would have liked to have seen a little bit more Audrey. There was no way we even got a full hour of Audrey on screen in this season with her creepy husband, who they make her husband seem like he's this tiny little guy. Now, I think the actress is kind of short, and the guy that she's with is shorter than her unless she's wearing heels the whole time. But they really made her seem like this domineering presence, and this guy clearly is a tool, but what the fuck, man? She was just domineering, and they were just yelling back and forth through everything that they had with each other. And then we had that crazy scene at the Roadhouse when they finally actually go to the Roadhouse. And then they put on the Audrey dance. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called Audrey's dance. And she gets out there and dances, and did she go to an insane asylum after that? That seems like something that her dickhole husband would have done. Also, I cuss sometimes. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was crazy. We got a wrap up of Evil Coop, which is cool. Glad that we got to see old One Punch Man get in there and annihilate his crazy sharded bean person. That was pretty cool. I thought maybe I don't know. I didn't know where I thought this was going, but I definitely thought that I had 6 more episodes to watch as well. Now, it does say online, there's an interview with McLaughlin when he says that there are no discussions of another season as of yet. And it wouldn't surprise me if we never get any more Twin Peaks, and that's the end of it right there. Just over, done with, shriek from Laura, all gone. Lynch just takes his time with everything, you know? Like, there's so many scenes in this season where it's just people driving down a road, and I feel like that really symbolizes, like, the journeys of each of the characters individually. And, you know, you see how paranoid Laura is in her journey during her last little car ride there when she thinks they're being followed. And he definitely uses the camera to make you believe that they're being followed. Even though, like, I was thinking through that whole scene where they're driving from Odessa, the headlights that were behind them didn't even really look like headlights. Like, they were just lamps, you know, bright circular lamps. They didn't look like a headlight of a car, which I don't know. Maybe it's just how they chose to film it, but I thought that was pretty weird. I'm pretty sad that we only got to see actual Coop for what, 2 episodes? Real Cooper for 2 episodes? Oh my god. Even though Dougie, by his own rights, is just a treat to watch on screen. Like, watching Cooper back as Cooper was absolutely the cherry on top, because that's what made the original series for me. Just him as Cooper always will be one of my favorite roles in anything ever. I had a huge crush on him when I was a kid, but I would really like to know what you guys think about it. If you have any theories about maybe what's going on at the very end there, I'd love to have a discussion with whoever wants to talk to me about it, because I am losing my mind right now. I went to YouTube a couple times during this season just to have somebody else, like, filter their thoughts through my ear and just be like, oh my god, I gotta process this episode. And I really need some help processing this finale, because it was insane. I am open to talking to anybody about what you feel about the end of Twin Peaks: The Return. Do you want to see another season? Do you think it's fine where it is? You know, do you have any theories about what happens to any of the characters after this finale? Because there are a ton of open plot lines, you know? We got so much more Hawk in this season than I was expecting, and that was really cool. It was crazy. It was really a crazy season. R.I.P. Log Lady, you know, she was great. She's the next pop that I'm going to get from the season. I've already got Coop and Laura and the Giant. But yeah, just let me know what you think about it. I'm losing my mind. Tomorrow I'm going to do a video of the season premiere of American Horror Story Cult. I'm super pumped about it. I just finished watching the end of Roanoke, which was insane. And the only season that I haven't seen all the way through so far is Hotel, because I don't have internet, and it's hard to watch it if you don't have internet. But yeah, go on and subscribe if you want to see more videos, reviews of different TV shows, and hopefully I'll get around to doing some movies as some more cool movies come out. Subscribe if you want to hear me talk about some TV shows and movies, and give us a like if you are baffled by the end of Twin Peaks: The Return. Thanks for watching.